finished. It's out. I hope the trailer tickled your fancy a little bit, maybe piqued your interest. The game is free. There is no charge. So if you want to download it, there is no cost. The download link is in the description below. But please remember, it was only a project for me at first. It was just something that I could learn, programming, and just have a little bit of fun while I'm not recording. And then it got to a point where I thought, you know what, I think this is sort of good enough to share with at least you guys, the people that know me and watch me and support me, as something to give back to you guys. So don't take the game seriously. It's a little bit of a joke. It's a little bit of fun. Hopefully it'll entertain you for a few hours. At least. Now, I'm going to show you how to download it and how to install it. It's very, very simple. But there are going to be some things that are dependent on your computer. For example, you may need to turn off your antivirus to either download it or install it. I've tested this on my computer, which is Windows 8. I've tested it on a computer that has Windows 10, and I've tested it on a computer that has Windows 7. No, Vista. I think it was Windows Vista. It might have been Windows 7. One of those two. On my computer, Windows 8, there was no problem downloading it, and there was no problem installing it. However, I don't have any antivirus on my computer. I do my own antivirus checks and stuff like that. I don't want a program to do it for me. I find antiviruses get in the way all the time. When I downloaded it onto the Windows 10 computer, I had a message come up that said, I've got it on my phone because I took a picture. I'll put a picture up on the screen as well. Windows protected your PC, and the only option that you have here is to click Don't Run. However, if you click the More Info, it doesn't even look like a button, but there's like a little text that says more info. If you click that, suddenly a run anyway button will appear, and you can click that and then the game will work. I don't know why why that antivirus thinks that it's a virus. It's not. If you're concerned that it's a virus, then don't download it. I'm going to give you my word that it's not a virus. I've downloaded it on many computers. So have my game testers that have been helping me on Twitter. They've downloaded it and played the game already and reported bugs back to me. They got no viruses either. I'm not going to give a virus to you guys for Christmas, am I? Do I really look like that kind of person? But if you're not happy and the scan says that it's got a virus in it, then you don't need to download it. It doesn't bother me, okay? But there is no virus in it. You can either, I have no antivirus on this computer, so I can't show you, but depending on your antivirus, some of them you may just need to turn off to download it. Some of them have a gaming or silent mode. I noticed on some computers, if you put it onto gaming or silent mode, it'll also allow you to download it. Remember to turn your antivirus, if you've got it, back on afterwards. So, to download it, you're going to click the link in the description, and that's going to take you to this page. This page, I had to refresh it. And you're going to click the big green button here that says download. I don't have the fastest internet in the world, so it is going to take me about a minute to download. It's a very small game. However, the game does seem to put a lot of stress on older computers in some areas. When there's areas with a lot of enemies to battle, the game can slow down. On my computer's like more powerful than what the game needs, so it runs flawlessly. But on my testing of other computers that I've done myself, on some older machines, the frame rate does drop a little bit. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm not a scripting genius. I'm not a programming guru. There's some problems that I just can't fix where it comes to performance. It's just down to the power of your machine. But yeah, once this is downloaded, I shall come back to you because it's going to take... Oh, no, we're getting there. Okay, so once it's downloaded, what we're going to do is we're going to make this a little bit smaller. Once it's downloaded, you're going to click and drag it onto your desktop. That's the easiest way I find, okay? Once it's on your desktop, we can close that down, and you're going to get this little icon. You're going to double click on this icon, and this is where the Windows 10 message came up about Windows protected your computer with that blue screen. Once you get past that, just hit OK, and it'll extract the game into a folder on your desktop. You can install it where you want. I just find it easier for at least a tutorial to show you on the desktop itself. On Windows 10 computers, I do not know why, but it seems to extract twice. Sometimes, like, this bar will fill up and then it'll fill up again. It only happens on the Windows 10 computer, I think. What other? Have I had any other messages come up? You might get an error message that says script hanging. It happened once to me out of about 100 times of testing, 100 or 200 times of testing. I had one time it came up saying script hanging when I was loading up the game. Just click it again was the easiest way to do that. So open up the folder, and then all you do, it's over here, all you do is click game, the little orange icon that says game here. It's probably going to be really loud, and the game will load up. There we go. So then it's all easy to play. There's hold down left, alt and enter, it says on that main screen to go full screen if you don't want it windowed mode, and it should be there. Any other error messages that I can think of? I haven't really had any. I've tried to cover, I've done a lot of testing on as many computers as I can. Oh, Macs. I don't have a Mac. I've never had a Mac, so I haven't been able to test it on a Mac. However, I'm 99.99% sure that it will not work on Apple computers. The main reason being is that the game is an exe file or application, and what is it called? Executable file, which Mac computers cannot run. They don't run exe files. There are some ways around it, I've read on the internet, but because I've never had a Mac, I've never had an Apple computer, I've never had an iPhone, I don't really, if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like Apple products, but no, don't throw the hate at me too quickly. I've just never had one, I've never used them, but I have read that there is a way to be able to run them, but because I've never owned one, I can't help you with that. I don't know how. You'll have to figure out for yourself if you do have an Apple computer. If you have a Windows computer, it should work on Windows 7, 8, 9, no there isn't 9, 10. I can't see why it'll work on XP. I can't see it even not working on older models if you have a Windows 95 computer for whatever reason. If you do, please upgrade it. You need a new computer. I can't think of anything else that is going to be any problem to you guys. If you do, then let me know in the comment section below and I should be able to help you out. But it should be nice and easy. I've even included a cheat list. Do not read it or use it unless you get stuck. It has no like cheat codes in it, but it just gives you some locations for some of the harder quests, or some of the locations for like the search and find quests, because it is a big world, it is a big area, and I don't want you guys getting frustrated. And there's not going to be internet pages like there is for Skyrim and other Elder Scrolls games, giving you detailed walkthroughs for how to do certain things, because it's not exactly the biggest game. My game isn't the biggest game in the world, is it? It's just for you guys as a sort of like a Christmas thank you for this year, and I had a lot of fun making it. That's about it, I think. I don't want to make this video too long. Thank you for all the support this year. I know it's only the 1st of December, but thank you for all the support this year. It really does mean a lot. Hopefully this is a nice thank you for those of you that are interested. Again, if it says that it's a virus and you don't want to download it, then don't. But I can promise you that it's not a virus. As you just saw, I installed it on my computer and it's not breaking or shutting down right now, is it? Alright guys,